Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I've got a lot of amazing things for fall, particularly some cashmere sweaters, some really beautiful 100% silk pants, and everything I'm featuring in this video is from a brand called Quince. And it's a brand that I've talked about a few times previously. I think I've done a couple of just like exclusive videos about Quince, and in those videos, I'm pretty sure I pronounced it wrong. I was calling it Quince, so thank you to whoever told me it was Quince. But yeah, it's a great resource for when you want high quality, fine materials like silks or cashmeres, or even like fine jewelry like diamonds or gold or whatnot. And they do it at a lower cost. And so I'm not going to go too deep into that. There's lots of information on their site. If you're like, what the heck? How do they do it? It's all there, but I've been ordering from Quince for years now with plenty of success, so I would definitely recommend. However, again, like with any kind of brand or site that I mention, I'm not recommending it blindly and like everything on it's amazing. I honestly think about half, if not more, of the things on their site are a little bit in terms of style for my preference personally. So I do think it's a little hit or miss, but I think they do have some really great gems, no pun intended, with certain pieces. So I do want to call out some of my favorites for fall in this video. Again, focusing on sweaters, focusing on silk, things like that. And so before I jump into it, because what I'm not going to talk about in this video is Quince fine jewelry, because I do have a decent amount from Quince at this point. I'm going to do a full separate video on the jewelry that I've gotten from Quince, but I just wanted to call out the earrings that I'm wearing because they're so gorgeous and I just got them. They are lab diamond earrings. If you guys watch my like what I would like this year kind of wish list dream video that I like to do at the beginning of each year. I did one this year and I did one last year. I mentioned in both of those actually how I would really love just a gorgeous pair of diamond studs. So I'm really loving these. I think they're absolutely stunning. So yeah, did just want to call those out in case you were wondering what earrings I'm wearing. I will leave those linked below, as well as everything else that I talk about in this video. So let's jump right in. The first thing is a Mongolian cashmere vest, and they call it a fisherman's sweater vest because it has this ribbing that I hope that you can see. And it comes in 3 colors. Spoiler, in this video, pretty much everything is black and gray except for a couple of pieces. And I've done that because I tend to find that black and gray just looks more expensive in my opinion, especially when you're going for a more monochromatic look, which is, if you're new to my channel, my aesthetic. Doesn't have to be your aesthetic, but it's my aesthetic. And yeah, I just think it looks more elevated, more expensive, which, especially when you are buying sort of like lower priced brands, I think this is just a really great hack for making things like look really, really classy. So this sweater I thought was absolutely beautiful. I loved kind of the chunky knit of it. I loved the deep V. I'm wearing it with just a little Uniqlo kind of little bra top underneath, but I could also wear it with like a little Zara tank or something. I did buy it a size or 2 up, so it comes in sizes extra small through XL, and I bought it in a size medium because I wanted it to be a little larger. I probably could have gone with the small and it would have been a little more tailored to the body, but yeah, I personally just like it to be a little bit looser. I've just been loving vests recently. I think my go-to outfit right now, especially in this transitional season, as it's like fall is coming, but it's not quite cool outside. We're like getting cool spells, but it's not fully there yet. So having something that is sleeveless, but also a sweater is a really nice thing. Obviously in the winter, I could wear this with, you know, a little crew neck, kind of lightweight little tissue tee from COS underneath very easily, or I could wear a dress underneath or something. So I do think the vest is versatile even into the winter months when it gets colder, but it's so great for this time of year. I've just got it on with little Levi's dad jeans right now, but again, I've been wearing this kind of pairing nonstop with like trousers. I think this looks so good. I've styled it a lot in this video with some silk little drawstring pants, which I'm also going to touch on a little bit later. But I do love this the most with trousers. Also with the drawstring pant, it looks nice. I also actually really like this with leather pants. I styled it with some of my new leather pants as well that I'm going to talk about in another video. But in general, I just find it has a lot of versatility. Again, I like wearing it like a shirt with kind of like nothing but my bra underneath. Totally up to you, whatever you're comfortable with, but kind of gives me a nice deep V shape that I don't normally kind of grab for in my wardrobe. So it's a little bit sexier, if you will. But yeah, I just thought it was really beautiful. It is super, super soft, I will say. I have many Quince sweaters, and the basic one, which I'm gonna get into in a second, is the like $50 cashmere. It's the one that they're known for. It's not nearly as soft as this one. And this one is more expensive, I will say. This was $79.90. And which, you know, for a vest, it's not a full sweater. That is more expensive. For cashmere, it's a deal for sure. But I just did want to call out, if you do get the $50 cashmere, that this is even softer than that. It feels really, really nice. Just gonna sit on my feet because it's getting a little uncomfortable. But yeah, in general, this is honestly just one of those kind of like easy go-to pieces when you want to look a little more put together than wearing like a t-shirt, but you don't want to look so over the top kind of done. So yeah, this was just kind of a no-brainer piece for me. And that's honestly how a lot of these pieces are. You can dress them up, you can dress them down, but in general, they just make really great basics for your closet. So item number one, this beautiful little fisherman vest. And since I already started talking about it, I will just touch on the very famous $50 cashmere sweater from Quince. It comes in, I don't even know how many colors at this point, probably like 20 some odd. And it is such a great classic. If you're kind of wanting to get into the cashmere space, you're wanting to wear more natural fibers. I talk about this a lot on my channel. I love natural fibers over a lot of synthetic fibers just because they regulate your body temperature a lot better. And if you get really hot and cold like me, then that's really great. They're also just very cozy and comfortable, I find, as well. So they've got this one. It's not like the softest of the soft, I will say. Some people have said that it gets softer over time. I don't wear this like all the time because it is in kind of a bit of a statement color, but that's also the fun. This is a statement color for me, okay? I know you're thinking, but it is. It's not black, okay, or gray. But this sweater does come in all of those beautiful colors. You can get it in black. I think the charcoal gray is really, really, really beautiful. But yeah, I got this in this kind of burgundy color, well, either last year or the year before last, because I really wanted a gorgeous burgundy sweater because burgundy was having a moment. Burgundy is still having a moment, if not way more of a moment this season, which I absolutely love. So I paired it together again with my new, spoiler alert, gorgeous bag from Flattered that is also burgundy. If you want to just sort of introduce a little bit of color into your wardrobe without fully introducing color. If you're having a little bit of chromophobia, like I usually do, then this is nice. But like I said, it comes in a lot of different colors. It's $50, which is fantastic. I got this in a size small because this does really run true to size in my opinion. So if you want more of an oversized kind of fashion-y feel to it, I would recommend, if you're normally a small or an extra small, getting like a medium or a large, kind of like I did in this one. But I actually really appreciated the kind of classic fit on this. I do like tucking it in a little bit in the front of something when I'm wearing it. But in general, I just think it's so great. It looks great with black. It looks great with navy. It's just a really nice kind of fun way to play with a little bit of color. So did want to give some love to the basic $50 cashmere sweater that Quince has, even though that was not really the purpose of anything that I bought here. Because yeah, like I said, I got this sweater a couple years ago. One thing I also want to call out, and I want to be clear because I don't want to say this in a way that's like, you have to buy this or whatever, but these things do tend to sell out pretty fast. So for example, I actually was going to buy this sweater in a medium in the charcoal gray for this year, and it was sold out. I don't know if it's still sold out, but it definitely was sold out. Like a lot of e-com sites, the thing that Quince is great at is you can put your email in and they'll notify you when it comes back in stock. So I did actually do that recently with a pair of corduroys that they had on the site. So that's why I didn't include that in this haul, because they were sold out. And then I got a notification literally the day I'm filming this, and so I'm gonna order these beautiful corduroys in black. They do have a couple other colors as well, but again, I wasn't really that enamored with them. I wish they would kind of just stick to like navies and stuff. I don't know. I mean, the green's like fine, but it just wasn't calling to me. So even a burgundy actually would have been incredible, but whatever. I ordered the black. We'll see how they are. I think they're, again, going to be a really nice staple to kind of pair with all of this stuff because I love mixing different textures, and a corduroy is such a nice contrast to a lot of these sweaters and a lot of these leathers and things. So yeah, I thought that would be kind of a fun, another basic to insert into my fall and winter wardrobe. The next piece of knitwear is, actually, let me talk about the cashmere and then I'll get into the non-cashmere. So when the $50 cashmere sweater was sold out in the charcoal gray, I actually saw that they had this Mongolian cashmere oversized crew neck sweater, which I was like, even better because it looked just like big and plush, and it has this beautiful ribbing at the neck as well as at the arms. And it was in that charcoal gray that I was really wanting. I just am so in to charcoal gray right now. I don't know why. I just think it looks so gorgeous and rich looking and still expensive, but like different than just all black head to toe, which is what I kind of go for. So I thought this was great. And again, I have an oversized sweater from H&M and cashmere that I adore that is also gray, but it's almost like it's so oversized that this one I loved it, if that makes any sense. It's still oversized, but it's not just like swallowing me like the H&M one. This is if I want to look a little bit nicer. In fact, I could even dress this up with these black Quince silk pants that I will touch again on in a second, with some little heels. And this is such a like Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen outfit in my opinion, where you kind of have like the baggy sweater and then the really comfortable silky pants and then my little Sabette bag to kind of elevate the outfit and my little Inez heels. I just think this is such a great like going out for dinner with friends, wanting to look nice in the city but not wanting to be uncomfortable. And this is just like the coziest bear hug of a sweater. It is incredible. My only complaint about it is that they don't make it in more colors. In fact, as I was filming this video and I was just like styling the sweater and trying it on again and again and again, I was like, God, I love this sweater. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to order it in black with my corduroys. And then I went to go on the website and they don't make it in black. They make it in, let's see, charcoal, like a light heather gray, and then an oatmeal color, which I don't love Quince's oatmeal, to be perfectly honest. It's kind of like a cool oatmeal instead of like a warm camel, which is what I would want. But anyway, yeah, they don't make it in black. So that's a bummer. I hope they do. Quince, if you're watching, please bring this out in more colors because I love this silhouette. I love the oversizedness. Again, it's got that really, really soft feel like the fisherman's sweater has. It's way softer than the $50 sweater. Granted, it's also more than double the price. This one was $119.90. And I got it in a size medium. To be perfectly honest, I wish I almost would have gotten it in a small because it truly is oversized. Again, I don't mind it and I don't think it's as oversized as my H&M one, so I think I'm just gonna keep it, but I think just go true to size because it's got more of that oversized feel, which is really, really fun. Now, the final piece of knitwear that I picked up was a little bit of a wild card, and I feel like sometimes you do things like this and then you like never wear them or you wear them all the time. And in this case, I've already worn this like 3 times. In fact, I've worn this and it's probably because we are in the transitional season and this is not a cashmere sweater. So I brought this to the office to like throw over my Quince little linen set that I love so much. And it was such, again, a great transitional piece when I'm a little chilly, but like wanting to look sophisticated. The price on this is also fantastic because it's not cashmere. This was $49.90 and I got it, I believe, in a size small. And this is called the Eco Knit Milano Stitch Mock Neck Pullover. That's a name. And it comes in a variety of colors. It comes in a really nice white color, I think a camel, some kind of green. Actually, a ton of great neutrals. So white, heather gray, like a taupe, which really looks more like a camel to me, to be honest, and then black. So great on them. Again, I'm seeing a lot of out of stock, so apologies if everything's sold out. That'd be awful. I really do try to like film these videos as quickly as possible after I order stuff, just so that you guys can also order stuff quickly. But anyway, I won't keep talking about it. So they say that this is crafted out of a lensing Ecovero 50%. I have no idea what that is, to be honest. Maybe I'll ask ChatGPT, but don't know. It is really, really stretchy, but also has structure, which is I think why people like it. I know that there's another brand that makes a top like this because I always see the Instagram ad when it's like, my CEO asked me where I got my top from. And it's all about like being comfortable while still looking put together. And it's got, yeah, like I said, this gorgeous kind of mock neck to it, which does that. So it is some kind of ripoff of another brand. I will just be like perfectly transparent about that. I just can't think of the name of the brand right now. If I can and it comes to me on Instagram, then I will leave it linked below. But yeah, this is the look. There is a little bit of polyester in here. I know I talk a lot about natural fibers, so I do just want to call that out. It's about 20% polyester, 22% nylon, and then whatever that other fabric is. Another thing that I like about this is the cut of it. It fits really well for my body, in my opinion, because I have a really long torso, and so I like that it's not cropped, but I like that it's not long. It really hits at my hip bone kind of perfectly, so I think it looks really flattering for if I am wearing trousers, like these little silky sort of voluminous trousers or whatnot, or even like a high-waisted pant. I think that like my flared jeans that I have and stuff, like I just think this particular cut is very flattering on me. If you don't have as long of a torso, it might just look like a normal shirt on you, but for me it looks like just so very little cropped, which is actually very, very nice. So did want to call that out. I'm a big fan of this. The other thing is I do wish they would make pants to match, because I think this would be the chicest little set, especially to wear when you're traveling, because sometimes I don't want to wear my cashmere or like nicer fabrics on a plane just in case I like spill something or sit in something or just, I don't know, you're just kind of like picking up all the fibers and things of the plane. So yeah, sometimes I don't always want to wear like the nicest stuff, and this is like really chic looking but a little more durable. Would not feel bad about throwing this into the wash like when I get to my destination after traveling. So I would love it if they made pants to match this. Again, Quince, just putting all my requests out there today so that you know what I want. Also, sorry my hair looks crazy today. I've been putting off dyeing it because it was summer and it would just wash out in 2 seconds, but now I haven't gone back to actually dyeing it, so I feel like I have all these weird orange pieces and just like crazy. So apologies. I know I recognize it's quite ironic. I'm talking about all these beautiful classy clothes and then my hair is just like in disarray, but I like to think it's a little bit of a French aesthetic, so we're just gonna go with that. Now on for what I think are the most special, because these have truly been sold out for months and months and months when I saw them, because to be honest, I don't, well now I do, but over the summer and stuff, I wasn't really frequenting the Quince website as like all the time. I just hadn't thought about it in a while. And so I saw these pants. These are a 100% silk drawstring pant, which, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, Quince is known for, you know, focusing on like luxury materials like a cashmere, like a silk. So they have silk in many different forms, and I'm going to touch on some of my favorites, but I love their pajamas. Actually, let me just get into it. I love their silk pajamas. They are fantastic. Next to Lily Silk, they're my favorite silk pajamas. And the nice thing about these is that this is a washable silk. I still do everything on delicate and then like to air dry, but yeah, they're not going to be as delicate. Like I've had pajamas, unfortunately, that I have ruined before because I did not always hand wash them, and I just don't live a life. I can't do that all the time, especially with like a pair of pants. But when I saw these come back in stock, I got the email and I was like, order, order, order. So I got them in 2 colors. And these are $79.90, so I thought a pretty good price for 100% silk. They come in 3 colors. They come in a navy, this black, and then this color that they call champagne. So I'll get into the champagne in a second because I do think it looks slightly different in person than it does on the website. Let me just readjust a little. But I love a drawstring pant, like so much, and I absolutely love a silk. And so putting these two together, I was just like, this will be heaven. These will be so incredibly comfortable. They also have pockets, which is fantastic. I find that they're thick enough silk. They're kind of like, not double layered, but you can see my black underwear through the champagne ones. I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like with just like a tank top and shoes. In fact, let's just get into it. Let's get into the basics. So basically, I think they're a fantastic length for me personally. Again, I'll try to figure out what my inseam is and share that with you guys, but I am 5'7", but my legs are on the shorter side. So for me, and I think really for anyone, like you can wear these pants, unless you're like 5'10", you're probably in trouble, but you can wear these pants with flats or with like a short heel. So I pair these, for example, with my little Inez heel that I love so much. This is like a 2.5 inch heel. So if I wanted to, which I didn't have to, I could pull them lower on the hip because they are drawstring. There's like so much room for expansion here that you could wear them a little lower if you wanted to wear them with heels, or you can wear them with flats. So I really appreciate the versatility. So I'm going to show you both like with a heel on and then also with like a ballet flat on and a tank top. This is not me trying to like style these in any particular way. This is more just so you can see my body in them and you can see like the drawstring ness and whatnot. Again, I would never probably wear them like this just because I think drawstrings can look kind of cheap and kind of like, especially in like the back of a trouser, if like the front of the trouser is like so chic and like pleated and like tailored, and then you get to the back and it's a drawstring or like a, elasticated waist. I know why they do that. It's super comfortable and it gives you give, but I just think aesthetically it's not like the most attractive. So these I would definitely cover with like a blouse, like leave it out in the back, tuck it in the front. That would be really chic, like a silk on silk situation. In fact, Quince actually does make really beautiful silk blouses. There was this forest green one that I did consider ordering just because I thought the color was so magical, but I just find I don't tend to wear silk blouses that much, especially if they're kind of on the shinier side. I have a silk black shirt from the row that I love that I just honestly need to wear more of that I can pair with something like this. So that's why I didn't order one, but I do want to call out that they have really gorgeous silk shirts. And the nice thing about silk too, before I forget, is that if you're lazy like me and you don't like ironing stuff, having a steamer, you can, like I got these out of the box and they had a bunch of fold marks on them and I steamed them in 5 minutes and then they were ready to wear. So I do find things like this are super low maintenance in terms of just making sure that, they don't have wrinkles and that they look nice. And so yeah, same with shirts. Instead of having to iron like a cotton shirt constantly, I love a shirt that you can just like steam. So like silk shirts are fantastic for that. If I still worked in a more like conservative corporate environment, I would probably wear this more often. So wanted to highlight it to you all, especially this stunning green color. I love this. It would also look very chic in a black, but no, I just got the pants. And so I ordered them in a size small because I never know with sizing like how it's gonna be. And for me, I'm usually a size 2 on the bottom or like a size 26 jean. And so I felt like a small would be better for me, and I'd rather have a little bit of room because again, I wanted to wear these in a more casual environment, like when I'm working from home or just kind of going out for dinner with friends with like an oversized sweater like this, or like the gray oversized sweater. And so yeah, I just wanted it to be more like a casual, like flowy, a little more oversized. And I think the small was great. I think I probably could have gotten away with the extra small, to be honest, if you're like on the fence. But yeah, like there's a lot of room here to play with. So loved that. The black ones are probably my favorite because I again know in my wardrobe, they're going to be the most versatile. They kind of go with everything. I love an all black look, especially paired with literally any of the sweaters that I purchased in this kind of collection because I just think an achromatic look from head to toe is just like very appealing to the eye, very chic, very, this would be such an incredible airport like travel look, again, because you've got the stretchy pants and it's basically pajamas, but you look so much more elevated when you pair it, you know, with a ballet flat and a sweater. You just really look like you're put together and that you're trying hard, but the feeling is still the same of like wearing a pajama. So I really, really love these pants. Again, I think the price is great. I think the fit is great. I think maintenance perspective, because you can wash them, because you can steam them, just 10 all around for that. The way that I, again, preferred wearing this, even though I did love it with a heel and with a sweater and with my little Savette like clutch, such a great night outfit. Am I going to be wearing that a lot? Probably not, but I love the versatility of it. I love that you can dress these up or you can dress these down, especially if I'm traveling. I could travel to the place in this. I can wear them to a nice dinner, or I can just have them on with little, again, ballet flats to wear to a museum or something and still look really chic and put together. I just like stuff like this in my wardrobe. I think I'm also gonna wear, to be perfectly honest, I think I'm gonna wear these a lot more than my other Quince silk pieces in my wardrobe because I can cover the bum. Like I mentioned, you can put a you know, oversized button up over it, which kind of covers the bum. And thankfully, because of the way that these are kind of gathered, it's not like this is like smooth across the bum. And I keep saying that because it's hard when you have a fabric that's a little clingy, a little thin when it comes to things like underwear lines. So it's not like a problem, but it's just something I have to be really conscious of when I wear my Quince all silk dress that I have, because again, it's a dress that's really skimming the body and it's not the thickest. And so yeah, you just have to be more conscious of like the undergarments that you're wearing. And for me personally, it's like too much in my head. Maybe it's just a me problem, but like when I do wear them, like when I wore them to the beach recently with my family and my like what I wore on vacation video, I just didn't feel as comfortable or as confident as I would like to. So that is the reason, not to go off on a tangent before I talk about the champagne color, but there are two other really stunning silk pieces that I did consider that I want to call out in case you're interested, but I did not buy them personally for these reasons. And that is this really stunning maxi skirt that's in the same silk. And so they have it in, of course, black and white, or like a cream color. But then they have it in this stunning burgundy color, which again, like obsessed with the burgundy right now. And so I was so drawn to this and I was so close to buying this. So I did just want to like show you that they have this because I think it's absolutely stunning. And the quality of their silk is really, really nice and really, really beautiful. So I think if you kind of dress up more and that doesn't bother you, or like maybe it's fine because you'd wear this with tights or something, like underwear lines aren't going to be that big of a deal, then this is for you. I just know I already have that silk dress and silk skirts from Quince and I never wear them. So it just wasn't a good fit for me. The other thing, which I was like, oh, maybe for like wedding or like honeymoon or something, there's this really stunning maxi, again, kind of slip dress that comes in like a navy and a champagne. And it was that white color that I thought would be so stunning for wedding stuff. But again, just wanted to call that out in case this is like more your vibe. But for me personally, I just want something that's going to be easy and chic. And this, I think, is the right interpretation of a silk gorgeous garment from Quince for me. So yes. Now let's talk about the champagne, because the champagne on the website, I think it looks more warm toned versus in person. I think it's more of a cool tone, in the sense that I thought I could be wearing this with like my cream sweaters and that would be really stunning. And I'll show you what it looked like together. I think the cream was way too yellow and this is too cool purpley, kind of like almost like a taupe. And so when I pivoted and then paired this with all of my taupe accessories that I love so much, I actually think this looked really chic and really cute. And so again, I love that monochrome look of wearing this with kind of all light stuff. You could certainly pair black with it as well, for sure. And this would provide a nice pop against that. And I mean, just look at that sheen, like holiday parties and stuff, these are going to be such a stunning option. But I just kind of want to call out that difference in color, that I personally think this is more of a cooler tone, and this looks better with, I mean, a taupe is warmer kind of, but it's just not like a warm cream. And I also think it looks really good. I have a sweater from COS that I got in the summer sale a couple of years ago, and wearing it with that I think looked really good as well. So yes, in general, I am super excited to just like get cozy and comfortable, but still look super chic. And I think all of this stuff from Quince totally does that. And yeah, hopefully you can get your hands on some of it, and hopefully you enjoy it as much as I do. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next one.